Hey there, good morning, Bella Vista. We're back to talk about something new and exciting. I met the most interesting person recently. Her name is Shay Newport. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, JB. I really appreciate all the work that you and all the great volunteers do here.
Well, thank you so much. And we're going to talk about what this grand thing that you're planning to do. You are the president, the newly elected president of the Farmers Market Foundation, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so tell me, how'd you get roped into this?
That's a great question. So Becky, the manager of the market, knew for several years that I'm a big fan of the farmers market. And when she saw that I do embroidery, she asked for a lesson. So she came over to my home. I was teaching her to embroider at my kitchen table. And at that moment, she asked, hey, since you're such a big fan of the farmers market, would you be willing to be the president of the Market Foundation?
We're going to talk more about the foundation in a minute, but right now, is that the shirt you were embroidering?
Yes, I have embroidered this myself. When I saw the fantastic t-shirt design, I thought it was perfect to just add a little embroidery too.
Well, let's let Becky have just a little moment here. I think she's really good about promoting, but I think she has a little clip that we're going to show in just a second to, here we go, I think.
Long-term home for the market. Have some sort of structure so people aren't putting up tents every week. We would love to have something that's perhaps year-round so we can continue to serve you even when the weather is chilly to help fight off those cold mornings and these 100-degree days. So we are super excited about the foundation and all of the amazing possibilities that this might bring to our community. So again, stop and buy some merchandise, and thank you for your continued support of the farmers market. We really, really appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.
We can always know your voice. Thank you for your enthusiasm. It was wonderful. So let's get into what is the foundation.
Yes.
Tell me what that is.
Yeah, thank you for asking. So the foundation was formed to find a long-term home for the Bella Vista Farmer and Makers Market. So we're currently at Mercy, which is a great spot for us. We love being right along 71B, and they've been really gracious hosts. However, we only have about 50 spots, and this year alone, we've had 21 nonprofits and 78 different businesses cycle through the market. So we've outgrown the space, and our goal is to move one last time, and for that to be our permanent home.
So who else is helping you? You're the president, and
Yes.
who else is on that board with you?
Yeah, thank you for asking that. So we have myself, then we have a few vendors who are on the board as well. So
Oh, good.
Yeah, so we have Watson, he's our vice president, and he and his wife Natasha, who's also on the board as treasurer, they operate Broken Window Creations each week at the market, which is a yummy seasoning booth. Also on the board, we have Kim, and she has the Fat Chop Creations booth each week at the farmers market as well. And then we have Andrea, she's a member at large and an architect and a master gardener.
Yes, she is. She's a good friend of mine.
Yes, she's excellent. And then lastly, we do have Becky on the board as the founder and as a member at large.
Okay, so the city doesn't have any land right now. So one of the things that I am suspecting that you're doing is knocking on doors, telling your story, trying to get a place to where. What have you been doing along those lines? Give me the plan.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure there's a shareable plan at the moment.
Right.
But we have had some really great meetings with city leaders and the folks who help shape our communities. So we've been able to meet with Blue Crane, Discover Bella Vista, our POA, as well as our city leaders and the mayor. It's just kind of sharing our vision. And I do see at this point multiple pathways in which this can become a reality.
Good.
Yeah.
And nothing happens overnight. So, you know,
That's right.
it's going to take a little time,
That's
correct?
right. Yeah, just laying the groundwork.
That's it. So you have a kind of a 5-level plan that can't talk about yet, but that you're working on.
That's right. So, and Becky alluded to it a little bit, but we are happy with anything that we can help bring to reality. So the goal would be a permanent home for the market, but also to have some market infrastructure, ideally at least like a pavilion. Then our vendors wouldn't necessarily have to put up tents every single week and just make it a little easier for them to come. So a pavilion, plugins, that would kind of be just a simple level 1 dream. We have dreams all the way up to level 5, just pie in the sky, where we could have climate control, maybe garage doors that could open or close depending on the weather, bathrooms, things like that, and maybe even a year-round market if that was possible.
You know, that's what I was thinking, how great it would be to have a year-round market. And it's interesting that you can even, I think we have some local vendors that you're not necessarily going to get produce year round, but you can get some.
That's right.
And there are other things. You mentioned something that I missed earlier. You said farmers and makers market.
That's right.
What does that mean other than produce?
That's right. Right. So we do have a lot of makers, Fat Shop being one of them, but we have wonderful people who make jewelry, who make pottery. And then, of course, there's non-produce items like baked goods, things like that. And we also have, obviously, our meat vendors. That can be a year-round situation. But in Bella Vista, if you think about it, we don't really have a gift shop necessarily, a welcome center. Our Historical Society does a great job of doing that. But we could also envision a space where those types of things could even have a bit of a storefront in our community.
Yes. So later on in the show, we're going to talk about some of the merchandise you have that could be
Absolutely.
there for sure. Okay, so tell us about how are you going? Everything takes money.
Yes.
How are you doing on that, and how can the community help with
Yeah,
that?
thank you. We appreciate the support of Bella Vista. We think that our farmers market helps contribute to the economy of Bella Vista, right? We have all these small businesses, they pay taxes, and then in return, our community does a great job of showing up for us and shopping at the farmers market. So it will take community support to propel this vision forward. And so we're going to have a few fundraiser pieces to help bring this to reality. Some of it is this merchandise that you see here on the table. So we do have the older Bella Vista design. These are still limited and available.
Okay. Yeah, okay, well, we're kind of showing this on the screen. Let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit. So this is what you're talking about, the older design?
Yes, which I'm also wearing. And
Okay.
so these are kind of limited until they run out, but they do help raise money for the foundation.
There we go. Now we can see it.
Yes.
Okay. And then you have another design
Yes,
on the t-shirt, the new design.
That's right. So we have a new design, and anything with this design on it is going to be a fundraiser for funding the future of the farmers market. So we do have some other items as well. We'll be adding in hoodies, perhaps aprons. You'll continue to see this design pop up on stickers, but we also do have the cups, and the tote bags have been extremely popular.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And I think sometimes I think I've seen drawings and things to where you might be able to win something by
absolutely.
doing this. These are fun.
Yes.
Tell us about this.
Those are just the kids' cups, and we have them in multiple colors available at the market.
Okay. And this is for the grown-ups.
Yes.
Although I kind of like these.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, we're just kind of getting started here. Now, what is this farm to table fundraiser? Is that talkable about it yet?
Yes, and we'd love to talk about it. So that will be another initial way that we help raise funds for the market. So we're going to have a farm to table dinner, probably at the end of February. Just keep watch for additional details on that. But we're going to have many of our vendors that sell each week at the market participate and provide the food for the dinner.
Gotcha.
And we're hoping to have about 200 people. So we want it to be a big dinner where the community really shows up and participates.
Wonder where you're going to have that.
I know.
That's another milestone.
That's right.
But I'm sure you'll come up with it. I know how you are. Tell me just a little bit about you, just a little bit. So were we just lucky and you fell into Bella Vista, or what? Have you been here a long time?
Sure. So I've been in Bella Vista. My husband and I purchased our home here in 2021.
Okay.
And immediately I started tuning into your show, actually, to get familiar with what's going on here.
Thank you.
Again, thanks for all that you do. I've lived in Northwest Arkansas since 2013. I came over from Oklahoma and after college to work for J.B. Hunt, and I've worked in trucking and transportation. So I do have a day job as well.
Okay. And you're also high energy.
I try.
Well, you know what? The old thing about if you want to get something done, you ask a busy person because they're organized and they know how to make that happen. And you seem to be one of those.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Maybe Becky saw that too.
I'm sure she did. So have you been to most all the markets? Do you go every Sunday?
Yes, I try to. Yep, unless we're out of town. But I've been to it also when it used to be in front of Duffers
Yes.
up on the hill, and so that's when I started appearing on Becky's radar, just being an excited shopper.
Sure, absolutely. So let's go over the vendors again. I know some of my favorites. I love the Who Cut the Cheese truck.
Yes, it's a lot
I
of
know
fun.
that's It is really good.
It is
grilled cheese. Out of Missouri? I think
Yes,
they're
yeah.
out of Missouri. And the Java dudes are there
Yes,
sometimes.
yeah, that's right. The food truck they switch out.
Okay. And the meat vendors, I love them. I know of one that I really go to, the pork and chicken guy out of Cave Springs, somewhere I don't know where he's from, but he's awesome. He's been on the show before, actually.
Oh, yes, cooking.
Yes, he was. And then you have, I know there are two, and I'm not leaving anybody out. I'm just
course.
kind of walking down the aisles as I'm talking here. The little couple from Eureka Springs, actually, that makes the incredible sourdough bread.
That's right. Even with fun stamps on it. It's very spirited.
Yes, yes. And in fact, we can't get enough of that at the house. I buy two and freeze one,
That's
to keep
right.
going. There are also, like you say, a lot of jewelry vendors. The lavender farm.
Yes. You can get bug spray and wonderful kind of lavender scented items.
That's one thing about Becky. She's also a go-getter, and the caliber and it steps up every year.
That's right. Yeah, she has been a huge proponent of the farmers market growth. She's advocated for grants to help double your dollars and for folks who are on food programs for their dollars to be spent further. She's just an incredible advocate and face of the market. We're very lucky to have her.
And she has her own business.
That's right. She also does.
She does salsas and jellies, and I'm trying to talk her into doing some other things right now. But I noticed the other day, I get tickled because I saw on her Facebook, she got this huge shipment in of all her jars, and she's ready to rev it up again and get things going.
That's right. Yes,
So.
she's great. And she'll even teach you how to can if you want to get a lesson with her.
She will.
Yeah.
Absolutely, she will. Okay, so, we are probably going to take a quick break. It's a little early, but let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Dave Todd, president of Todd Films. We work alongside Bella Vista Community Television to produce some of the content you see aired here. Have you thought about reaching your customers through a television ad? We have several options for you to consider. They range from coming to our studio here, or going to your place of business, or on location. Once you have your commercial, Bella Vista Community Television has several options for you to consider for airing your commercial. Do you have a live event that you would like to capture on video? We also offer live production packages that may be of interest. Please continue to tune in to Bella Vista Community Television. We hope you are enjoying this program. And now back to the show.
Okay, we're back. All right, so let's talk about a couple of quick things. I know on September the 15th, what on earth is Touch a Truck?
Yeah, Touch a Truck, we're going to have as many community trucks available, and we're hoping that everyone brings their kiddos out to experience the different facets of our city and of our community. So we're hoping for fire trucks. The street department's going to bring some of their items out. I know Becky has hopes of even a helicopter being there, so we'll see what else present.
Well, if anybody can get it done, she can.
Absolutely.
Well, Mercy's right there, so
Yes.
I don't know.
That's right.
That sounds really fun. And then also, what's the Harvest Festival? That's October the 6th?
That's right. So that's our last farmers market of this season.
Okay.
And so we're going to, again, have an event that would really delight the kiddos. And when we do these events, it's really from 10 a.m. to 1 till close. So maybe not right when we open up, but really just another event for the community to celebrate the great year that we've had at the farmers market and a little bit of that fall festival spirit there.
So let's talk about how people can get more information. Let's talk about, I know you have a website.
That's right.
And Ann is amazing at keeping up with us here. She's going to put the website up there, I'm hoping, here just any time.
Yes.
But if you want to say what that is, that'd be okay.
Yeah, so it's www, and then it's Bella Vista Farmers Market, so bvfm.org. And on there, you'll actually be able to order the merchandise as well. So we can ship it anywhere that someone would like, or you can order it ahead of time and already have it paid for and pick it up at the farmers market.
Excellent.
Yes.
And Facebook, it's pretty active on Facebook as well.
Absolutely, get all your information there. And we're also hoping, I think starting really soon, we'll have the merchandise available at the Historical Museum as well. So you can shop anytime they're open.
Good.
Yes.
Now, that's a nice segue because, you know, another thing that's really happening, not only this important thing, but the foundation, the Historical Museum is raising funds right now to actually expand. So that helps not only them, but it helps the community as well. I just love the way the community kind of segues and works together.
Absolutely.
I really do. So pay attention to that. And we have our market on Sundays.
Yes. That's
And
right.
we did that on purpose, correct?
That's right. It's a great opportunity for folks who might be a vendor elsewhere, for our farmers to be a vendor somewhere on Saturday. But then if we didn't have our market on Sunday, there might not necessarily be anywhere for them to go and sell their goods. So we're strong believers that Sunday is a great thing. And even when I'm at the market, I see a lot of shoppers who are actually coming from Bentonville, from Rogers, from the other areas, because our market is open on that alternative day. It helps for families too who have kiddos in sports or who might have traveled on Saturday.
Exactly. So are you guys affiliated or working with at all? I know there is some sort of organization out there with all the farmers markets in the area. Are you tied in with any of that at all? Or
That's
is this...
right. Yeah, Becky does a lot of that, and she does a great job of just meeting with those folks, finding out best practices. She did get a really great software for the market and for the vendors, so they can sign up, they can be aware of who else is going to be there, and she's really brought a lot of organization in that sense. So the vendors can sign up and apply online, as well as nonprofits. So if there are any nonprofits out there that would like to have an appearance at the market, they can just go to the website and fill out their application there. It's pretty easy, pretty slick.
And I know that many of the vendors also have links on that webpage where you can jump off and go to their website.
That's right.
Especially the meat vendor
That's
in
right.
particular, I know, and many others do too.
Yes.
You know, another one that I forgot to talk about that's really important, and that's the guy that sharpens knives.
Yes.
And garden tools and things like that.
That's right.
I missed him not too long ago and had to drive all the way to Cave Springs, but I got him done.
That's right. It's very important to have good kitchen equipment.
And gardening.
Yes.
So, okay. So I'm going to give you a few moments here to talk to the city and say how they can help you. What are some things that they could do starting now that they could do to help the foundation move forward?
Yeah, I think first of all, just word of mouth and awareness of what we're trying to do, continuing to support and shop the market. We've had fantastic numbers each year, especially since Becky's taken over. We've had year-over-year growth, and that really helps the market in general be more profitable, be more of that center community hub for the city. And so first of all, just shopping and supporting the farmers market is very helpful. Telling a friend about what we're trying to do as far as finding a permanent home, and then just supporting us financially as we try to make this come true. And then additionally, just advocating for us and alongside of us with these leaders of our city to hopefully, really hone in on a certain pathway that we can make this possible.
You know, when you have a really good idea and you send it out there to the universe and you keep talking about it all the time, all of a sudden,
Yeah,
something opens up.
that's right.
So that's what we're hoping for.
Yes, absolutely. When Becky asked me if she thought this was possible, I said absolutely. It's just a matter
Anything
of time.
is possible.
That's right.
Timing.
Yep.
Timing is everything.
That's right.
Really is.
That's right.
You know, I am very excited about the merchandise, and I'm hoping everybody will go ahead and take care of that. But in the meantime, I want to know a little bit more about Shay.
Okay, yeah.
So you moved from Oklahoma. Give me a little bit of your background.
Sure. So born and raised in Ponca City, Oklahoma.
Oh, I know where that is.
Yes, yeah, just a small little oil town, nothing too fancy. Then I went to Oklahoma State and got my bachelor's degree in business. And during my senior year there, J.B. Hunt had extended me an employment offer, and I excitedly came here after graduation in 2013. So I've been in the area for 11 years now, and I absolutely love Northwest Arkansas.
What did you do for J.B. Hunt?
I did a little bit of everything. I was there for almost 6 years, so I just started in a management training program. I moved around to our dedicated trucking division, worked in the final mile division, and just did all kinds of things, sales operations, direct sales, things like that.
Gotcha.
Yes.
And you're working full-time now?
I am, yeah. So I've still stayed in trucking and transportation. I work from home mostly, but then also travel out to see clients. So I work for a large international Danish shipping company, and I'm in sales and client management for them. So my clients are CPG companies like Keurig, Dr. Pepper, Red Bull, things like that. I try to keep those folks happy and doing business with us.
Oh, make sure you get the coffee here.
Right, I'll do my best, absolutely.
That's important.
It is. It's really interesting to see the lanes all over the world and help move goods. It's always fun. Every day's different.
So I understand there's something else in the future for you.
Yes.
And we won't talk about it too much today, but I would like people to know that you are running for city council.
That's right.
Yeah.
So when I understood that Mr. Wozniak wasn't going to be running again, it was a fully open seat. I had considered running and had spoke with current city council members about what all the role had entailed, and I feel like I have a lot to give to our city. I love Bella Vista so much. I really enjoy being a resident here, and so I'm willing to run and see if I can serve the city.
Okay. Well, best of luck there. I know you have a website already.
Yes.
And it's pretty simple. Shay Newport.
.com.
.com.
Yeah, and Shea is SHEA, just ShayNewport.com, and you can find out more about me, and there's ways to contact me. I'd love to hear from people. We've generated so many interesting ideas just by talking with voters and hearing what's on their mind. It's been so exciting.
Well, the very best of luck to you. I really appreciate it. And everything else you're doing. Now, I know you're doing other things too. What are you doing besides working like crazy?
Yes.
And the farmer's market, and you're running for city council, but are you, when I first met you, you said you're playing golf,
That's
you
right.
ride a bike.
That's
You
right.
use tell me about that.
Oh, sure. So I do. I love to say that living in Bella Vista, I feel like I live at a summer camp. So we have kayaks. We enjoy getting out on the lake. My husband's a fly fisher. I don't personally do that, but I love to put on I always call it a dry suit. I know the waders. I love putting on the waders and going out into our beautiful creeks and doing that alongside of him. We mountain bike and we golf. Not a very good golfer. I just started in the spring, but I got connected with Hannah and Ryan. They're at the POA, and they've got me at least going on a good path there.
Good.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, do you have any not final words, because you're going to be back, I can tell. And I just want to offer to you that when we get closer to progress on this, we maybe need to talk about it again.
Sure.
What do you think?
Yeah, that would be exciting. I'd love to be able to update the community on our progress here, and especially once we start to have a path that we can share and something that's a clear vision for how this permanent home is going to come about. We'd love to talk about it again.
Okay, that sounds really good. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you, JP.
You betcha. Okay, we're going to probably cut this short a little bit because we've talked ourselves out today, haven't we?
Yes.
That's what happens when you get a lot of energy in the same room.
Well, that, and, it's probably not as meaty of a conversation as you might have had already scheduled.
I don't know. All right, thank you, Bella Vista. We will see you next month. I'm hoping to have somebody from the election, the county election, the state actually, board here, or the voters registration kind of folks, because it's really going to be important that everybody understands how our system works, that it is safe, and we've got a lot of folks on the ballot coming up. So we want to make sure that everybody feels comfortable. There's going to be early voting. Lots of things are going to happen. But anyway, in the meantime, thank you, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you.